flap, 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 flap. That was very chaotic. I'm kind of afraid what's next. Is this my floor? Hello? Sir. Yes, sir? Remember Big Boy, the mega nuke we built to splinter the meteor before it hits Earth? Of course I do. Ah, because you were alive back then, I keep forgetting what this is all for. To find out how you died. Still, it'll tell you how it... I'll tell you how it all occurred, as you may not know the details. Big Boy was entering his finishing stages. The human race was preparing to launch. Quadruple checking all the systems were ready. Then a massive solar flare hit Earth directly from the sun. It jammed all the electronics. Satellites began to plummet from the sky in droves, like falling stars. A chunk of metal debris, which has been floating in space for 60 years, finally fell down to Earth, and it just happened to land on our mega nuclear power plant. And it exploded? Why, no, of course not. Big Boy was protected from some falling trash. The human race isn't that dumb. Still, that caused a steam explosion in one of our nuclear plants, leading to a meltdown. However, that was quickly, expertly put under control in 15 minutes flat by thousands of professionals, all working in and timid. No lives lost, no damage done. So, then, at nearly the same time, an unprecedented volcanic eruption and earthquake occurred. Sir, do you think that's what killed you? No. Sir, that earthquake alone was the greatest disaster we had ever known. It was a category 12. You don't think you could have just dozed off? It's not even possible. Well, I guess it is now. Anyways, after that, coincidentally, our planet was hit by an intense, concentrated gamma ray burst from a distant star. Coincidentally? Sir, remember what I said about luck? Good luck can't last forever, unless you're really lucky. I almost thought we were. Then the gamma ray burst tore a hole in our atmosphere, exposing our planet to the sun's radiation, like a bald man taking his hat off at the beach. Want to know what happened next? Yes. Big Boy exploded. Explodes. The Earth was nearly cracked in two. The skies were bloated out by poisonous photochemical smog. Giant, endless firestorms raged even through the Pacific and the Atlantic. There were a few deaths. Sir, that must be what killed you. No. Sir, you must be pulling my leg. I lived. Both of them. You must really be indestructible. But then, how did you get to the afterlife? Anyways, I guess this explains why no one has ever visited the Upturned Inn since you walked in. I think my job at the front desk might be over. It looks like I have an accountable number of pages left to the read of the history of the universe. I think it's funny to hold that in my mind. It's funny. In my hands, I don't know why it's that red in my mind. It's my hands. I'm dumb. Sir, don't we just have that time left? Would you like to hear the story of my death? How did you die? Okay, buckle up. It's story time. So I was a handsome teen. A strapping lad. In the prime of my life. I had been at a party thrown by a friend who lived alone up in the mountains in his father's mansion, down the road behind our school. Hardly anyone came, but me and my other friend. It was great. Was no one else invited? Everyone was invited, but there was this rumor in our town of a possessed trucker that circled around that mountain. He was said to be looking for blood? Yes, exactly. Now, I remember the story went that his truck's only fuel was human blood. Pretty metal, huh? I was scared of the stories, but I gone up there many times to see my friend, and he wasn't afraid of the mountain. You couldn't be if you lived up there. I got a ride home from my dad that night. He drove so fast, I always held on to my seatbelt, or my seat. There was fog, and our old jalopy's headlights barely worked. We got halfway down the mountain. That was when he kicked me out. I barely see, and my first breath hung, and my breath hung in the air. Did I mention it was winter? I spent an eternity walking down that mountain in the pitch dark. I thought about a lot of things. Well, mostly about a crush I had on someone that I hadn't told yet. And I got to see the stars in full force in the lonely night sky. At some point, nearly blind in the dark, I stumbled off the road and caught a perfect view of our town. Though a clearing in the trees from up here, it was a glimmering painting. The mountain was so steep, I could lie down and watch the stars and see my town all at once. I could have lain there forever, but then dark clouds rolled in, and I was about to get soaked. So I got up and started running down the road. When I was almost off the slope of the mountain, two lights burst into view and raced towards me. I was blinded. You got run over? No. Maybe I would have, but I was too quick. I leaped to the side of the road. A rusty semi-truck pulled up beside me. The door lurched open, and I saw the barrel of the shotgun, but it was dark in the driver's seat. Shadowed from the moon, I hear a voice. It said, "Yes." Any last words? Yes, it growled. Any last words? I was already pale and trembling from the bitter cold, and now I was pale and trembled double. It was beginning to rain, and a crazy wind was picking up, turning this way and that, gathering up the pine needles off the road and tossing them into my face. So what do you think I did, Mr. Sin? Doesn't matter. You put your hands up? Doesn't matter. Just then, a giant pine fell and crushed me into one dimension. You got crushed by a tree? Yup, that tree turned me into Ick Pancake. And that's the story of my death. What about the trucker? I don't know. I guess he lived happily ever after. That's it? Yes, that's the story. Aren't you amazed by its epic conclusion? Anyways, that's how my life ended. I hope you like the story. Your luxurious suite is on 1434, just one down from here. Shit, there's water. I'm gonna rearrange these so I can. So I'm pretty sure. It's really quiet, dude. It's like really quiet. Okay. Oh my god, I thought that was shrimp. What the hell? Something right here. What the hell? Bro, there's something right here. I'm scared. There's guns right here. Okay. I don't like this. I really don't like this. Because once I grab this... Breathe with me, chat. Breathe. Let's breathe together. Alright, here we go. Sir, wait! I found the fuse. I know, but you know what happens every time you find the fuse. All hell breaks loose. And I have a bad feeling about this floor. Has anything attacked you yet? No? See? It's all going to happen when you grab the fuse. I suggest you look around for anything you could use to protect yourself. Or maybe nothing will break through, like suspiciously cracked wall, and I won't scream "run" like a squeaky toy. That would be unexpected, wouldn't it? But it's better to be safe and sorry, or something like that. Okay, fine. When you say it like that. Oh! Run! I didn't even touch it! No! You just baited me! You baited me! Anyways. Not going the right way. Oh, fuck. No, you're blocking the fucking door. No, no. Go. Okay, let's try that again. Yes. Oh my god, the speed run, No! Run! Go! My god. Okay. Look what you've done. W. Yo, W's in chat. W's in chat. Well. Sir? Yes? I was going to read about how you died on my own, but I want to read it with you. There's not many pages left. Okay. Yes, okay. Here we go. It looks like humanity has prepared even for the explosion of Big Boy. For just this scenario, we have already spent the past 30 years constructing gigantic city-sized networks of secure underground bunkers. And we've stockpiled enough food to fill all of our bellies for a whole year. Sir, it mentions you here. It says you were on the front lines organizing the evacuation. Mr. Season, that's you. It says here there were still 4 billion left alive on planet Earth. Maybe this isn't the end of us. 3 months passed. Humanity begins to rebuild Big Boy, still racing against time to stop the mega meteor, which would arrive in 1 year. Then alarms rang out as hungry life forms began to invade the biggest city bunkers. We call these outsiders. And the fallout of Big Boy, packed with irradiated wild boars, had biologically linked to forms large amalgam creatures. Amalgam creatures? I don't even think I said that right. Like if you turned a bunch of pigs into soup, then that pig soup sprouts legs and arms and started attacking you with the form of rage of a dozen pigs blended into one. What? These monsters were capable of breaking into less secure bunkers and stealing the most valuable while they slept, wrenching them up into the darkness and outside before anyone knew it. A large percentage of the population was picked off by the outsiders as a sickness and panic spread through the underground bunkers network. Sir, do you think you could have been eaten by one of the outsiders before you died? I mean, before you died, Did you hear a monster squeal? Did you feel a cold presence? Was there a smell of rotten pork? I kept a shotgun. Well, anyways, then a supersized meteor hit, a year ahead of schedule. The whole time there was another meteor coming from the other direction, but we never saw it coming. We were too distracted by the first one. Sir, do you think maybe you were killed in the impact? When you died, did you feel like you'd been thrown off your feet? I lived. Wow, you're a fighter. Well, then it says Earth was split into 3 pieces, one of which flew straight into the sun within about 10 minutes. What about that? Mr. Sin, before you died, did you feel your skin melt off your bones like a snowman? A snowman with bones? No. Then there was only a handful of human race left alive. Ah, it says your name here again. There you are, one of 9 humans left alive. That's crazy. Just a team of scientists holding out in a seed vault deep underneath a mountain, and one man taking cover in his bunker home. You held out for a whole year alone, and then... What? What? Then you died. Do you want me to tell you? I was murdered? No, none of those. It was... spontaneous combustion. Sorry, sir. While you slept, you caught on fire at the whim of chemistry and chance. But hey, on the bright side, you didn't do anything wrong. Wait, does that make it better? I'm sorry, Mr. Sin, I guess your death was just a lousy as mine. I have to tell you. Can't hear you. Sir, I think we're losing connection. The storm is blustering again, and you're too far down. Before you go, I have to say something quickly. Sir. It's my room. Oh. Hello? Hello? I was locked in my room. Hello. Who are you? I am Mr. Saab, the constructor, the manager, the producer, the supplier. No, you're not. That Mr. Ichabod is merely a representative. He made the Upturned in a reality, then I turned it into a dream. I promised his safety. I promised to make his hotel last forever. All that in exchange for ownership. He lied to me? Now that this hotel is mine to grow into infinity, like a weed's root taking a hold of the earth, there will always be vacancy. Every room will be someone's tomb, and the hotel's capacity without limit. Hello. You're evil. Please don't feign surprise. You found that this hotel in the afterlife wasn't heaven, but you descended anyways. You have always held a reservation deep down here. Everyone makes their own. I am merely fulfilling what your heart demands. You want rest from the storm, rest from all this chaos and wind. There's no shelter from the weather but down here. Yes, down here, you're safe from chance, which threw down all your victories, which sent you 3 cosmic disasters like they were another postcard. Random chance, which burnt you to a crisp for all the good you've done. There's nothing else to blame. Here, you'll have no chance when I crush and burn you into little dancing embers, just as you like. You'll have no chance. I'll even leave it up to you. Would you like to be shaped into a mouth with my arm? Or a giant slug? Or an angry crow? Or would you like to be melted into a beautiful pane of glass? That's what you do to guess? Yes. Every guest has arrived here was normal, intelligent, capable of speech. Bah! That's boring. I made them unique. You made them into glass? A unique pane of glass? I'm going to burn and smash you into embers and make them dance. Are you ready? This should feel similar to you, Mr. Sin. I hope you like your luxury. What sick game is this? What is happening in here and there? My fire cannons have malfunctioned. Never mind. Oh my god, you monster. No, what is this? It's that storm, that cursed storm. Shrimpy! Shrimpy! Shrimpy, come back. Never. You sick. All roads lead back here. No. Fuck you. I don't want to stay in my room. Don't press those buttons. You know I have your best interests in mind, see? You're a monster! I'm not some kind of a monster. I used your first name because I'm a friend. Mr. Igbu Bod never used your first name. Your room is better than whatever you'll find out there. You're not going to listen, are you? I could never kill you, but I could pound you into almost nothing. I can never treat them fully. I can feel the storm. Why can't I feel the storm? I thought if I could went down far enough, I'd be free from it. I could stay still. But that thunder rumbles down through all these floors like the cold chills of a bone. I could never treat them fully. No one really dies in the afterlife. I can never close their eyes. I can mesh them into dust, but beauty and white pearls always remain. They're indestructible, so bright. Death is a big scam. I can never die. I can never be safe. It always wants you. The storm wants to gain. Stop! You're talking too fast. We can never be saved. Not from ourselves. Not when we last forever. We're all but the butt of cosmic jokes. There's a punchline. There's no punchline. Ickbod? Ick? Whoa. Sir, is that you? Are you alive? You lied to me. Sir, I'm sorry. I tried to tell you about Mr. Saab, but I waited too long and we lost connection. He's the real owner of this hotel now. I gave it all up a long time ago. That was a mistake, but I don't want it now anyways. I pretended the Upturned Inn was a normal hotel after he turned it into some kind of death trap. I turned a blind eye, as they say. Haha. On the bright side, do you remember the friendships survey I forced you to take? Oh, I did. I do remember. Well, you passed. Congratulations, Mr. Sin. This is a momentous occasion. Shame I left my party poppers at my desk. I haven't been outside in the afterlife for some 40 years. Now I feel like a kid who ran outside to see the fireworks. I finally decided I'd rather wander out here than be in that rotten building. I've lied to myself about it too long. Where are you? There's trees and I wandered by a rusty theme park ride, half sunk into the dirt, but it must have been there 100 years. I guess someone else thought this place needed some entertainment. Ah! Ah! No, I don't hear. No, I don't hear you. I don't think we're going to knock into each other, Mr. Sin. Anyways, I finished reading the documents of all history. When I got to the present time, I saw the documents was writing itself. The paper was growing to make more space. I wish I could have done that on my math homework. I read about the last group of humans on that silver Earth. 3 young scientists huddled together in a seed vault built deep within the mountains. Want to know what happened to them? I read it as it all took place. Yes. They stayed alive for a few weeks. Then 2 of them got into an argument over who had dibs on a bag of chips, which spiraled into murder. They both died. Oh, and what about that last human alive? She tripped and hit her head. I can't believe that. Not how I thought the human race would go out, but I'm not sure what I expected. By the way, while I was reading, Shrimp snuck in his way out through the elevator shaft, barking at me, and bounded out through the broken window. I guess he's free now because of you. Something about that thing's eyes reminded me of the first guest that ever checked into the Upturned Inn. What a time ago that was. I guess that's it then. We know how you, I, and the human race all came to an end. It seemed to me like the curtain's closing. What with the end of all human life on Earth and this sudden raging storm in the afterlife. Like this, the end of time. Mr. Sin, did you learn anything from your life on Earth? No. Ha! Me neither. What a hubbub. The human race did all it could, and look what it got. A bad luck sundae with a nasty cherry on top, except instead of a vanilla ice cream, it's probably just a heap of mayonnaise or shaving cream. Why would you put that image in my head? That's disgusting. Why? You're asking me? I don't think there's anyone to blame for it. Sometimes it rains and pours, but what do we do now that we've lost it all? Ah, the forest has gone quiet where I am. I feel like I should whisper. The sky darkened and the trees are all bent to one direction. It's almost like they're growing down. I can't see you anymore. Oh, good heavens. What? My shadow just ran away and jumped into the bushes. Silly thing. And I feel something big approaching this way. Maybe you should run. Sir, I can barely hear you. I don't think there's any use running or hiding. I've wasted my whole life hiding. Maybe I'll just say hello? Sorry, sir. I might have to put you on hold. I think there's not much time left. Maybe there's something we don't know about. Something deep that's the upturned. Maybe it's been barely towards us from the beginning. When I was alive, I was scared of the dark at night. I would watch the water heat that stood outside my bedroom door. It was towering and immovable like a water heater. I would listen to the gurgling and humming as my heart beats loud in my ears, and I'd pretend it was a train chugging really fast, a train that didn't need a truck, bulldozing through the trees and mountains. I don't know if it helps. Well, anyways, the forest sounds a lot like my room right now. Bruh, maybe it's doing that on purpose. Oh, that's even brighter than my collection of strobe lights. Sorry, sir, our lines are busy at the moment. I think I'm going to have to put you on hold until next time. Bro, why you do that? I don't know what to expect, to be honest. I don't know where we're going, but the wind is strong, and we're getting out of here. We don't know where we're going. I'm gonna put this basket in front of my face. You know, a basket with holes. Going towards the light. Some bitch. Is that the cart? Oh my god, it's the cards. It's the cart that keeps me safe. We're gonna keep the cart with us. Oh. What the fuck? What happened to the wind? The wind noise. Alright, well. Way to play with my emotions. Oh! Bro, what happened? Wow. Well, I guess that was the game. That was That was a good game. That was a pretty good like story game too. That was a pretty good game. Special thanks for the pandemic getting out of school. The bonus floors are now available. Collect the chocolate bars in each floor to unlock the bonus version. Find bonus levels through the floor selection screen. Marked as empty stars. There is no reward for completing the bonus levels. All right. Well, that was that. I guess we're done. We're done with this game. To be honest, that was that. That was fun. That was a good game. Very enjoyed that game. That was a good one. That was a good game. But guess we're calling it there. We'll probably gonna figure out what next single player game we're gonna do. But yeah, thanks for watching. Like that game was a good game. Not gonna lie, I give that I'll give that game like a 7.5 or like a 7.7 out of 10 or like maybe an 8 out of 10. It was a pretty good game. I do recommend that game. Puzzly, spooky, nice story. Like it kind of like meshed out of nowhere, but I think it was a pretty good, decent story. It was interesting, because at one point when Iqbal was like saying goodbye, like I almost started crying. But thanks for watching, y'all, and I'll see you guys in the next one.